Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I had no idea this was going to be this much effort. I've just seen that queue for Vampire, where that is in the queue line. No way is that 30 minutes, that's a good hour or so. I just walked into some smoking area. I don't actually know how you get out of the park. And I'm glad I've got it. What a unique bit of merch there. The heat's getting to me today. Today is either going to be really easy or really hard. I've set myself the challenge to visit Merlin's 4 theme parks here in the UK. There's Alton Towers, Chessington World of Adventures, Legoland and Thorpe Park. I'm definitely going to be starting with Alton Towers. My main concern is the traffic and road tripping between each park. I think when I'm actually at each resort, it's going to be okay. The crowds might be quite busy. We are in the middle of the summer holidays here. It's a Thursday. I don't know what's going to be worse. Either the roads are going to be busy or the queue times are going to be astronomical. Now, park opening hours today, they all open at 10. Thorpe Park is open till 7, and that's the latest. That's where we're going to finish, obviously. Buy us the extra hour. Starting at Alton Towers at 10 o'clock, they're going to move down to the other parks. Thorpe Park, Chessington, Legoland are all fairly close together, but they're linked by the M25, which is notoriously busy as all hell. It's one of the worst roads in the UK. So we're going to have to see how we do with traffic jams, queues. We're not looking too bad journey-wise. If I pull up Alton Towers here, it could be worse. Currently, it's saying 1 hour 37 from where I'm based in Warwick. Not too bad. Opens at 10 o'clock, so that's when we'll be able to get on the first coaster, hopefully be in the park around about 9:30, get in a queue and be out by about 10:15. Arriving 9:25, which gives us a nice amount of time to get in the park and get to the first coaster. Weather this morning, 17 degrees. That's not bad, it's looking pretty good. You can see the flight path of Birmingham Airport. That's what we like to see. Fantastic. We're set for a good day so far. We're on track. We're not necessarily early, but we're not late either. Let's go to Alton. Do you ever put something in the sat-nav and think, blooming hell, why are you taking me that way? Just seen it's trying to take me completely the opposite way that I'd have gone. I'm not sure. Do you trust Google? Dunno. You know, I'll completely take that back. It looks like it's taking us a shortcut we didn't know about, which is great. Well, we have arrived at Alton Towers Resort, and James time was just over an hour and 20. What is fantastic is they've put us in this pretty much the priority parking. I think they're expecting a busy day because of summer holidays. We're pretty much getting priority parking, which is great because it means once we're out, it's not got that long walk back to the car. Should be just straight out the front gate and on to the next destination. It looks like it's going to be a busy day there, and I think the other park's going to be exactly the same. We might hit problems because of this later on, but it's a good start. Well, this is fantastic. It just gets better. Look at where we've been put. We're literally on the road to get out. That's fantastic. So once we've done the coaster, straight back in the car, power out and down to London. Excellent. Let's get inside. I've got to sort out my Merlin pass because I did renew it a couple of weeks ago. I haven't actually got the physical pass yet, so that needs to be sorted out, but I'll get on that and we'll get inside. I've actually never seen this bit of the car park used before like this, so it is hot some holidays to be expected. Of course, they do have overflow parking over in the fields out the back. This is normally, well, you've got priority up the front that we'll see in a second. This is normally just left empty. It doesn't quite fill up from here. Looks like summer holidays they've started filling up these front car parks so they can fit everyone else in later. Works for us though, we can get out sooner. Well, we've made it into Towers. It's 9:35 at the moment, so ahead of schedule. Obviously ride opens at 10, so heading to the back of the park towards Rita and 13, I think that's going to be best, rather than trying to head for Wicker Man. That's literally where everyone else is going, so start at the back of the park. That's always the advice that I give. It's where the queues form later in the day rather than to start off with. It's a bit of a walk, but we'll get going, get on Rita, and then leg it out of here. Really summery vibes today. They've got all the events set up for summer, which is great to see. Lovely sunny day. No sun cream with me today though, so we'll see how that one goes. So we're starting today in dark forest. As I said, head towards the back of the park. That's always the best thing to do. Going on Rita to start off with. I can't see anything with sunglasses. Start off with Rita. It's a good way to wake up. There's someone by the queue, so hopefully it's not closed. We'll see what's going on. This doesn't look good. Fantastic, Rita sorted. What a great start to the day. New hairstyle unlocked. Not too bad so far. This queue still on 0. If the queue's still like that all day, it's going to be great. I don't know if they will though. Obviously it's height of the summer holidays, as I said earlier. They're going to start going up. So it's back to the car now. Check of the roads, check of the different queue times. We need to see if we're going to go to Legoland or Chessington. They're the two options that we've got now. It's great to see the parks looking so summery this year. 22 degrees it was when I last checked. Now, being in the middle of the summer holidays, there is a lot of entertainment going on at each theme park. Now, Alton Towers has this big main stage on the front lawns. There's no main event on this week. We have just come out of their Mardi Gras festival, and obviously it'll go on to Oktoberfest and Scarefest after that. We will be seeing a couple of events today, such as Wilderfest at Chessington, and Thorpe Park are currently running their carnival event, so go and see what they're like. Not getting too much into detail with them because I'm trying to get around the parks today, but that's just a little bit of an update. Looking very summery at Alton. Let's go and see where we're going next. These crowd levels are starting to worry me a little bit. You can see even getting on for 45 minutes after ride open, the crowds are still coming in. It's to be expected, but blooming hell, I don't know what the other park's gonna be like. Just picked up some merchandise as well. There's a really nice new Towers resin, golden resin, which is really good. Well, back in the car now, and it certainly pains me to be walking away from Alton Towers on a day like this with everyone else coming into the park. Look at these crowds still coming in. There's a lot of people. It's currently 10:42, so a little bit behind schedule. Alton Towers wasn't my concern today. My main concern is once I get to the London parks, both getting between them and actually getting on rides there, what the queue time is going to be like. So I'm going to have a little check now. See how the roads are running, see which park's the busiest at the moment. Obviously it's 10:42, park's only been open for about 42 minutes, so hopefully the queues aren't going to build up too much over the next 2 or 3 hours. It's a 3-hour trip down to London. Let's have a quick look, see how the roads are running and which park we need to go to next. So currently at Alton Towers Resort, I'm thinking going to Legoland next. I think that's going to be the best port of call, and looking at a journey time of 2 hours 52 minutes. This is the big dent in the day. This is what's going to take the most time. If we just have a look where the other parks are, so you can see it's all around London. We've got Chessington just down in Chessington here, Thorpe Park in the middle, and then Legoland over here. So I think we'll come down, hit Legoland, go to Chessington, and head up to Thorpe. That's going to be the best way to do it. Estimated journey time, 2 hours, 57 minutes. That is a big chunk of the day gone, but it's always the biggest challenge. Hopefully the old M25, world's biggest car park, is going to be running smoothly. I must say it is hot today. If I just have a look at the temperature on here, it is saying outside temperature is 21 degrees and it's only 10:45. That is going to start climbing. Weather forecasting highs of 28 and 29 today. I think it's going to go higher than that. It's certainly going to feel higher. So I've got my drink. We're all good to go. I think 2 hours, 57 minutes. Bloody hell. Am I starting to regret doing this yet? No, I don't think so. I had two separate people today come up to me and say, "Are you on YouTube? Do you vlog theme parks?" Don't know. This is the first time doing it and I'm not sure what the end result's going to be like. Maybe not. We'll have to see. I don't know. I might even not make it around all 4 parks today. So I've got my water, 2 hours 57 minutes, down to London and down to Legoland. Here we go. This is not what we like to see at all. Quite major delays here in Birmingham on the M42. It's currently 12:05. Got another 2 hours yet to get down to Legoland. It should give us about 2 hours at each park, which is okay, because we won't actually need that long at each park. It's the journey in between, especially when it hits about 5 o'clock down in London. It's not going to be fun at all. So we'll see how it goes. Absolute scenes on the M42 there. It was roughly an hour's delay in the end. That's what it was saying. Thankfully we were able to take a little detour, go on the road that runs alongside and then get back on after the jam. On Google Maps said it was a crash. So I did say earlier, hopefully no one crashes. They have, unfortunately. It's one of those things, isn't it? So now we're at a welcome break. Just stopping off, refill the drink, go to the toilet, and then we'll get cracking again. Time is currently 1:12. We are on track. We're going to have to be spending under 2 hours at each park though. A little note now is that Thorpe Park closes at 7. As long as you're in a queue by 7 o'clock, we'll be okay. We'll be okay to get on that ride. So when we get in the coaster queue by 7 at Thorpe Park, we'll be okay. So I'm thinking arrive at Legoland in about 45 minutes, 1:45, on arrive for 2, and then leaving Legoland at 2:30 to get over to Chessington from there. And then we've got enough time to get over to Thorpe. A quick services update for you. We've got ibuprofen, because I've got a headache, of course. And I also found this interesting bottle, which is really, really quite pathetic. £2.20 this was. I decided to buy it because, well, it's a bit of a gimmick. It looks like it's straight out of a landfill. Look at that. Fantastic. But I bought it and I'm glad I've got it. What a unique bit of merch there. Fantastic. Let's go on to Legoland. The heat's getting to me today. Well, here we are. 3.5 hours later after leaving Alton. That is a little bit of a delay. We do not like to see that. Finally at Legoland Windsor Resort. Fantastic little park this. Only 2 roller coasters in this park, so it may prove to be tricky getting on a ride quickly. Hopefully it's okay though. The time is 2:28 at the moment, which means ideally we want to be leaving here within the hour to get to Chessington. Then we could be at Thorpe for 6, and that gives us plenty of time. Maybe even get a few rides in there. Here we are then, second park of the trip, Legoland Windsor. Not my favourite park to be honest, but it's okay. It's still got quite a nice atmosphere. Quite a few different unique rides, like a flying cinema as well. One of the best things about this place though is the planes. I can hear one, I can't see it. I'll try and get some shots of them in a bit. Flying theatre, that's it, flying theatre, not flying cinema. Flying theatre, and a couple of roller coasters as well. So we'll have a look at queue times, see which one we're going to jump on. You've got the Dragon, or the junior version of the Dragon, the Dragon's Apprentice. Let's see what's going on. The Dragon is out completely. We've got either the Duplo Dino coaster, which is a little kiddie coaster, or the Dragon's Apprentice. 20 minutes for the Dragon's Apprentice, or 15 for the Duplo Dino. The Dragon's Apprentice is nearer the entrance. Another great summer vibe from a Merlin park, Legoland. Looking great in the sun, and we're here at Land of the Vikings, which is not where I want to be at all. I'm trying to find the Duplo Dino coaster. I have no idea where it is. I've only been here twice, unfortunately, and once when I was little as well, so got to try and locate the ride. That's the first problem. Then we'll deal with the queue. Big queues today. We can see Viking, River Rapids, River Ride. I'm not an expert on this park at all. Viking, River Rapids down there with massive queues. Absolute scenes here at Legoland. They don't know whether to open or close the dragon, so I'm going to have to go on Dragon's Apprentice with all the kids. This is not great. How awkward, as if it wasn't awkward enough. So that's Dragon's Apprentice done, ticked off, and Legoland done. So now it's over to Chessington. Got 45 minutes to get there, and the roads are saying that that's going to be the case. Still got to find my way out yet. I just walked into some smoking area. Don't actually know how you get out of the park, and then got to find the car. So it's now 35 degrees as well. Not ideal. Always good to see planes flying across at Legoland. Lovely little feature of this park. I am racing, picked up another water, we're good to go. Let's hop in the car, find the car, and then hop in it and be off somewhere over that side of London to Chessington. Thanks very much. Good day. Are you coming back? No, I won't be. No. Sorry, just wanted to point out more of Adam's classic in-bumper parking. Fantastic. Not actually touching again, a mere millimetres off. Proud of that. Well, we finally made it to Chessington World of Adventures, and that journey took way too long. It's probably about an hour and 10 minutes. I think the current time is 4:46, and I'm going to put that down to a set of dodgy traffic lights that were just broken. They were letting about 2 cars through. That's taken way too long, so let's get in the park and let's get to Thorpe after this. In terms of queue times, let's have a look. I don't think we'll get on Vampire today. That's the main coaster. It's 30 minutes, so I'll consider it 30. Rattlesnake 25, or we might have to go for a ride. Chessington very, very busy today. I'm just heading down to Vampire. That's the ride I'm going to go for, just based on the queue time, half an hour. It is now 10 minutes to 5. As long as we're at Thorpe and in a queue by 7, we'll be fine. So I think we've got enough time to get on Vampire, get over to Thorpe. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I had no idea this was going to be, I'd say, this much effort, and I didn't think it would be this tiring. It's so much rushing around trying to cram it all in. We still have Thorpe Park to go. It's 5 o'clock. As long as we're in a queue before 7, we'll be fine. I think maybe even a couple of rides at Thorpe we might be able to do. I just have a look on the map for the journey time. It's looking about 35 minutes. So 35-minute journey to Thorpe. That gives us about an hour and a half. Hopefully a couple of rides there. I do like Chessington. Similar feel to Legoland though. Although it is a theme park, it's still really meant for kids. There's a few rides that we can go on, but at the end of the day, it's Alton and Thorpe for me. They're my favourites. So let's go over to Thorpe. Hopefully no more traffic jams, no more queues, and hopefully it starts to cool down as well, because I'm sweating. Final park, Thorpe Park, here we are. We made it. And with lots of time to spare, 5:43, decent amount of time to go around. Well, after starting over 6 hours ago in Staffordshire, we've finally made it to Thorpe Park. It's now 5:48 in the evening, and we've finally arrived. It's been more stressful and more tiring than I thought it would be. But it's been all right, it's been good. It's been good fun, more than all right. It's been fantastic. I've had a great day. Now let's go and get on some of the biggest thrill rides in the country at Thorpe Park Resort. Fantastic. Thorpe Park always has the best vibe, on par with Alton Towers, of course. They've got their carnival events on at the moment, so there's a real party atmosphere to the whole park. Obviously we need to get on this ride before the park closes. Now queue times are quite high at the moment, so we're probably going to look to go on the Swarm. It's at 25 minutes, normally it goes down quite quickly. We'll go and jump on the Swarm. Really eerie atmosphere this side of the park, down by Thorpe. No one here. I don't know if the ride's closed or what, but there's nobody around. Very strange. Of course, Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Had a brilliant ride on Nemesis Inferno there. A lot of the queue times are advertised like 25 minutes, 30. It's definitely not. They're more like 2 or 3, to be honest. I think it's just taking into consideration the time it takes to walk the length of the queue line. That kind of comes into it, but they're all quite short. I think people have gone home. So finishing off the day where we started. Rita was an Intamin accelerator coaster. Same Stealth, same make and model. We'll finish where we started. Starting with Rita, finishing with Stealth. What a fantastic day. Let's get on this, have a hairstyle rearranged once again, and then we'll end it there. Fantastic. Brilliant. What a lovely evening as well. Look at that. Fantastic. And there we are, all 4 Merlin theme parks done in one day. I'm absolutely exhausted. People ask me why I like theme parks. They say, you're an adrenaline junkie. It's not just because of that, a little bit. The main thing is the vibe that these parks give off. Look at the atmosphere here tonight at Thorpe Park. It is amazing. And that's why I like them so much. The atmosphere of these parks is incredible.